Welcome to the Mad Prop Lab. For all things Halloween, I am of course Hauntformer, and welcome boils and ghouls to the first installment of a brand new series of videos here on Hauntformer. I've been waiting to do this for quite some time and I had to get all of the pieces in place, but now I am so excited to start this series that I entitled Mad Prop Lab. Before I even get started with anything, I want to give a huge thank you and shout out to my good friend Connor, aka True Crazy 5, for doing the really awesome conceptual art for these props in this show. So thank you again, Connor, so much. And if you have an idea for a prop that you want to see on this show, make sure to send me an email at hauntformer@gmail.com. You can also send me an email there for your personal use or for any of your haunting needs. I will try to get back to you as quickly as I can. I get messages on my phone, so they come right to me. That being said, let's get started with this episode and kind of explain what this show's about. Basically, this is a prop idea show where we're going to take a look each episode at a different prop concept that we could see in the future of Halloween. For the first episode, I wanted to start simple to give you guys an idea of how this show's going to work and everything. So, episode 1 is going to be an idea I've had for quite some time, and I call it the Rising Monster. So, if you remember, in years past, we've gotten many rising props, most notably from Techie Toys. The two major contenders here were, of course, John Doe and the more recent toe-tagged corpse. Both very excellent in terms of their concept and kind of the way they were designed, although I definitely prefer John Doe. If you saw my review of Toe Tagged, you know I had a lot of issues with him, but he does still look cool, and the design aspect is still there. I wanted to take that aspect, though, and tweak it a little bit. So this new concept, the Rising Monster, is basically and essentially a rising Frankenstein with the same style to that of John Doe. Except, I don't know if they can get the rights to the Frankenstein, but, they can work around it and make it some form of a monster. That being said, the Rising Monster sits flat on a table with these large boots on the end and bolts in his neck. He has a flat top head, and when activated by sound, most preferably, the monster will rise up, making electric shocking noises and grunts until it sits vertically at a 90-degree angle, just like John Doe, and grunts some more until it is shocked and slowly lowers back down. You all know how this prop functions, and it can have the same basic module that John Doe has, except it would be in the style of the Frankenstein monster. Good. Now, if the rights to the Frankenstein movie were to be adapted for this prop, they could always include lines from the film. I believe Jimmy has the current license to the Frankenstein monster, so if this prop was to be made, most likely at this point it would be Jimmy, but I don't know, Techie has that module thing kind of down pat, but you never know. So this is just the first of many ideas for this show. I hope you enjoyed this first episode of Mad Prop Lab. Kind of a different idea, but I thought you guys might enjoy it. Episode 2 is already in the works, so get ready for that. It's coming soon, and it kind of has a little Easter spin to it, so I think you'll really enjoy it. Again, if you have an idea you want to see on the show, make sure to send me that email. Also, make sure the ideas are realistic and not like a flying monster that with wings, and, we want it to be pretty realistic. But, we can always push our imaginations too. Thank you for joining me in the lab today, and thank you so much for watching. Remember, as always, for all things Halloween, this is Hauntformer.